distinguished dignitaries on the dais, His Excellency Pham Sanh Chau, the Ambassador of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam to India, Dr. Tri Thanh, outstanding economic scholar from Vietnam, Chair Vietnamese Committee for the Pacific Economic Cooperation Council, PECC, and senior expert, the Central Institute for Economic Management, CIEM, Vietnam. Mr. Ha, the Chairman, Tam Viet Investment Advisory. On behalf of our country, our industry, and our people, we welcome you to this beautiful country, Republic of India, and we wish for a safe and pleasant stay. And the Excellency is really excited that we have a good evening and a real discussion from this. And this program and interaction is actually on investment opportunities in Vietnam is a brainchild of the Excellency, and and is also one of the core objectives of the Policy Times. So Excellency clearly guided us that the interaction should lead to some constructive conclusions in terms of real engagements between the Vietnamese sides and from the Indian sides. So the purpose and focus of the discussion is going to be what next, what kind of projects we can actually take forward from here. So there will be less talk. So Excellency is extremely clear. There is less talk and more of discussion. So without taking any more time, I would like to request Excellency to kindly deliver the welcome and keynote speech.
A very good afternoon to all of you. Thank you very much, Mr. Ho, from the Policy Time. Let me begin by expressing my sincere thanks to the co-organizer of the event, especially the Thai Policy, and Mr. Akul Saxon, the president of the Indian importers, Dr. Sunu Trivedi, the director of Vietnamese studies in New Delhi, and especially the two guests come all the way from Vietnam to entertain you today. Dr. Thanh is a very well-known economist and has been helping the Prime Minister of Vietnam for many years. So he's the right person to entertain all the questions from you on the policy-wise. And we also have Mr. Thum, head of chairman of a group, H.E.Pham Advisory. They are in charge of merging and buying companies. So the purpose of today's interaction is to promote Vietnam as an investment destination, and also to help promote increase the trade between Vietnam and India. Before giving the floor to all these scholars and the people who know the matter very well at hand, I just want to stress a number of points. My first point is that politically, the relationship between Vietnam and India is very strong, very, very strong. The biggest luggage I got when I was posted here is that to all Indians, Vietnam is a beautiful country, and more than that, Vietnam is the country for which India has respect and admiration for the heroic struggle in the past. So when it comes to Vietnam, no single objection at all whatsoever from any Indian. And we have a very strong mechanism. We have around 14 mechanisms between the two countries in order to strengthen our bilateral relations. And in terms of the exchange of high-ranking visit, every year we have the a lot of visits by our leaders. Last year we had the visit of our Prime Minister to India, and our President also to India. And also last year we have the visit of President of India to Vietnam, and in the next 2 weeks we are going to have again the visit to Vietnam by the Vice President of India. So politically it's very strong. culturally, we are bound by Buddhism before 2,500 years ago, and we also have what we call a civilizational link. Because we have Cham civilization, which is very much Indian, set apart of Vietnam. So each leaders of India, when they come to Vietnam, they normally go and visit the Cham temple, which is a Hindu temple. So in terms of connectivity, now we have in next month, Indigo will launch the first direct flight ever between Vietnam and India. From Kolkata to Hanoi, and it takes only 2 hours. So you can imagine less than the time flying from New Delhi to Kolkata. So in terms of policy, we have signed many policies in order to promote our trade and investment relations. In terms of investments, at the moment we have only less than 1 billion Indian investment in Vietnam. In terms of trade, at the moment we have around 11.5 billion of trade per year between the two countries. So I hope that these activities will provide you a platform for you to understand better Vietnam in more than one way, especially in terms of investment and trade policy, and also in terms of policies in terms of sector policies. So please, the organizer have defined our discussions according to various panels. So I hope that you will be able to ask specific questions, because this is the first time we have at the level of embassy, we have experts coming all the way from capital to answer your questions. Normally we do it by ourselves, unless when you have very high-ranking delegation, then we have experts coming from Vietnam. So I wish you a very fruitful afternoon and successful discussion. And please do not hesitate to ask any question. And after the interaction, please do stay back, because we have Vietnamese and Indian food to offer you. During the dinner, I also want to make an announcement of the opening up very soon of the first full-fledged Vietnamese restaurant in Go Cao with 100 seats. So please come, then come to that later. Thank you very much.